Don't worry, YouTube, I'm here.
I'm doing a face, but I'm looking at the wrong camera, so that was chill. Welcome, welcome back to what will be formerly known as the Death House and the beginning of Curse of Strahd. We're still using this as a hey, we don't have the entire crew, so let's roll some dice and kill some stuff. So please
yeah.
enjoy. Hoping to have a little bit of a bridge from Death House to the actual Curse of Strahd for when we want to pick that up. So that's what tonight is going to be, a little bit of fun and a little bit of murder potentially. I'm not sure. So to recap where we left off, the Death House campaign, the crew got together due to a letter they all received. And without rehashing the whole thing, y'all entered the Durst Mansion, found some scary secrets, found a death cult, found some suicidal family members, and just a ton of ghost children and horrors to boot.
Murderous and suicidal family members.
Thank you. Yes.
Important. Clear distinctions. Yes.
Very important. And perhaps what's important is most recently the group made their way to the basement where they found more and more horrors, but ended up defeating a giant flesh monster that seemed to have been feeding and growing as more and more sacrifices and murders were made. And they were able to race their way and escape the horrors of the Death House on the way out because they did not satiate the curse. And they were greeted with a picnic basket with a few of Barovia's finest things, and a note signed by Strahd himself saying thank you, and explaining that the group had done a kindness for Barovia by helping to clear away and defeat the curse that is the Death House, that is Durst Manor. So, where we find ourselves now is outside of the house, kind of regrouping. If you guys remember, we put Cynthia to rest.
Yes.
And had a nice moment where it seemed as if her soul was able to find its way back, maybe to some sort of peace, which was a fun little moment. Well, a nice little moment, not fun. We're basically now outside of the Durst Mansion and figuring out where to go next. You guys leveled up to 4, so you have the benefit of a long rest via the leveling. If the sheets didn't do that, you guys are at full and everything. To set the scene a bit, and to kind of give a recap from when you guys first got here. So the Death House, you're in Barovia, the country, but you are not quite in the village of Barovia, which is usually the first stop along the way, from the way that you guys entered. So, if you were to look at a big giant map of Barovia, you're essentially 4 to 5 miles out of the village of Barovia. That would be the next landmark that you guys know of. And the reason you know that is because you had the letter of summoning from the Burgermeister of Barovia.
The Burgermeister.
The summary of that letter was essentially, we need you guys here. You got to help us get rid of this monster. He's been terrorizing my daughter, Irina. Yada, yada, yada. That's kind of what brought you guys to town. The courier was dead, and then all the events took place. So I would say we're opening today with post-funeral. It's still nighttime, probably 3 to 4 in the morning at this point.
I didn't realize it was that late.
Yeah, I believe it is. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't believe it quite crossed. The sun hasn't started rising yet, if there was a sun to speak of in Barovia. But yeah, I would say you guys find yourself outside of the house post the funeral, kind of catching your breath. And remember, you guys went back in the home, and it was like nothing had ever happened, and all the secret passageways were gone and things like that. So, Yeah, I'll let you explore a bit, but that's kind of the scene, so to speak.
Y'all are gonna have to drive this this bus for a minute or two longer.
Yeah, sorry, my dog needed to leave for a minute, so
You're fine. I can also
here.
Keep speaking if that helps.
Sure.
What I'll do, I guess I'll describe kind of what we're looking at. So I would say you came into Barovia. There was like a gate that you kind of walked through, and if you remember, the green mists sort of pushed you kind of where you needed to go.
Right.
And you ended up at the Death House. Contrary to how I may have described it before, when you take a look around now, what you're looking at is an abandoned village. A few houses still remain. You know, the best looking one on the block was the one that you got, the Durst Manor, but otherwise very abandoned. Like, this is just a small little settling. Maybe at one time was huge, you know, back in the day, but has since faded, and it is very much on the road to the next place. So,
Okay.
like I said, you're probably 4 to 5 miles travel away from the next village. So you're not in the actual village of Barovia itself. I wouldn't even say this even has a village name. Like, this is just some, you would call it Barovia, I guess, right? Just some houses, a couple of general stores that have long since been abandoned.
Okay. Can you remind me again what we found in that picnic basket?
It was like a sampling of, like, there were like chocolates, some fruit. There was a Red Dragon Crush bottle of wine from Wizards.
That's right.
What Wizards Winery. So it's as if someone handpicked like Barovia's finest for you guys to relax and dine on, with that note that said, you know, thanks, you did Barovia kindness today.
Okay. And did we see? Because I know, Chris, your character went off to go bury the remains of Cynthia, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we were a part of that or saw any of that happen.
I don't recall.
Marcus followed.
Okay. I don't think Cornelius would have, so we can just do whatever with that. Where do we want to pick up? Like after that, or just in the middle of traveling at this town, or?
Let's pick up immediately post the funeral. So it's like, let's call it 4 a.m. You know, you guys take a look around. I would imagine you probably don't want to go back into the house, even though you have a few times. And I would say it's very clear. Like the next lead or thread that you have was that letter from the burgomaster of the village of Barovia. And like when you're looking, you see signs literally that say like Village of Barovia this way, right? Like, if you wanted to continue on learning more about why the fuck you were brought here, that would be where you would go.
Okay. That was a very nice kindness you did for that lady.
Well, she needed help.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Cornelius is going to chuckle to himself at that.
I need to rest. I don't know about you guys.
Didn't we just do that?
So you guys have the benefit of a long rest, but you're probably
strangely feel
exhausted.
like I have rested for a long time, but I have not.
I would play it off as you left the death house, and sort of with what you guys did, you are rejuvenated, right? You're not sure how, but in the back of your minds, you're like, I feel okay.
We're playing video game rules here, dog.
Yep.
Oh, great.
You dinged.
Just for funsies, I know this, above table Eric knows this won't work, but I think Cornelius would be curious to try and like go back the way they came. So he's going to try and do that. Just to see what happens.
Yeah, where's the green fog, I guess, right?
Yeah, so with what you guys have done, it has it's not as intense. So like you're able to see this little I even hesitate to say village, but couple of houses, couple of stores. You can see it all now. Whereas before you were ushered in to the Durst Manor. But what you're able to do, it takes a few minutes. You kind of follow the path that is familiar to you. There was the playground where you met the ghosts. No ghosts now. Right. There is the area in which you guys had that battle, which has strangely all been cleaned up. Like there's no blood. The wolf carcasses are gone. Like all of that is. You're like, oh, like I remember this happened here, but it's not there. And you get back to the gates in which you traveled to, however you got here, and walked in to get to, the domain of Ravenloft, into Barovia, and you see the familiar green mists surrounding the gates. Like you can see the gates, but when you look around, you see the mist again there.
Well, it looks like we can go this way.
No. Have we seen the wolf or whatever that was watching us? I'll kind of look around, see if I see it or anything.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Turn it in natural one.
Killing it, baby.
Yeah, everywhere you look, you see like something moving, and you just assume it's the black wolf.
Guys, the wolf is everywhere. Everywhere.
At that, I think Cornelius will like open his vest and have his little bat friend.
It's in your vest.
Crawl out and and I'll send him up in the air to like just do like little recon.
Yeah,
The
cool.
wolf can fly.
Do a, I guess, perception check as well.
I'm gonna do a religion check.
Yeah.
That's a 9 plus. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but definitely better than that one. 10.
Yeah, cool. So, what you see now that you're much higher up, going the direction that you guys just came from, like the road the other way, where the signs basically like Village of Barovia this way, you can see a black carriage. You can see the trail of a carriage that was at the death house at the Durst Manor. Like you can see the trail, and it's leaving the village, and it's right where the picnic basket was. Is where that trail like kind of like there's like a definite turnaround there, and then you can see it trail off again.
And we did not see that earlier, right? It seems like we are not alone. There is a carriage where we just were. It looks like it's heading off in the other direction.
Do we know what's over there? Like
no,
in that direction?
Just that you guys aren't super familiar with the geography here. So really all that you can infer just based on a few, street signs is the Village of Barovia this way. Like the street signs have a few, like think Skyrim style, right? Like there's a few names. Right. Valakai, this way, and there's some other things listed that really mean nothing to you as of right now. But in terms of what's closest village-wise, that would be the closest one. The road is, you're in the country of Barovia, and that's the village of Barovia also. The road is named Old Salvage Road, just FYI. Is like the main road out of this little clearing, and the road that you would follow. It's the road that you are literally looking and standing on right now at the gate out. But that road leads and kind of crisscrosses all the way through the country.
Well, should we head in the same direction as the carriage?
I don't know if we have a choice.
We can certainly find out. And I'm gonna send the bat. I'm gonna send the bat to like try and like test the boundaries of the cloud just to see if it's like forcing us in a direction.
Are you putting the bat into the fog?
No. He's just seeing how close he can get and then like pivoting if need be.
Got it. So this time the fog is not guiding you. Like it is not letting you out, so to speak, or it is fogged over. Like if you tried to leave through that gate you're looking at, but as you're kind of moving around, it's not pushing you like it was before.
It looks like I think we have a free rein here now. But this carriage is the first lead that we've seen. It might be helpful to get some information.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll head in the direction of the cart.
Okay, cool. So you guys travel a couple miles. And I'll have everyone roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Yes. I'm assuming you guys are on the road leaving this area now. If you're not,
Yeah.
that's fine too. Okay.
That's a 5-er.
Okay.
13.
14.
Okay. So you guys are traveling west.
Oh, a question real fast, Joe, just for
Yeah.
continuity's sake. What's
Yes.
JD's character doing?
I'm gonna say he's with you guys, but he does not have that rejuvenated vigor like you guys do. So
He's
just
a sleepy guy.
He's chilling. Yeah, he's with you guys.
Okay, cool.
You know, he's just kind of taking a back seat. Not really pitching in much. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So you guys head that way. We're gonna say you guys just start walking down the road. It takes a bit, so I'd love if you want to role play what's happening. You know, over 10 or 20 minutes of walking, but I know we're kind of pressed for time, so if there's nothing like that you guys, I mean, you tell me. I'm going to give you a couple miles, and then the results is perception check. But if there's any questions or anything you wanted to bring up, you could.
I think it's not a bad idea.
I'll roll just to make sure the path is clear, and it is. So you basically have the first couple miles to kind of chill. And
so, Chris, is it obvious that your character is like? We haven't talked about your background at all, have we?
I don't think so.
Would it be obvious that you like seem more at home here? Or I know you mentioned the Raven Queen at least to start with, I think.
I did mention something about the Raven Queen. I don't know. I guess it's up to you guys if you know that the Shidarkai are from the Shadowfell.
What do you want me to roll for this, Joe, as you munch on a Pringle?
Right. I would say history or religion would be fine.
History or
whatever
religion?
you prefer.
I'll do history. I got advantage on that one. Or not advantage, but fuck me, dude. That's a 7, so probably not.
Yeah, we'll say no. They're a little foreign to you, like what they believe in their culture.
Okay. He won't say anything then. I was gonna delve into your history a little bit, but with a roll like that, that's not gonna happen.
Silent and brooding.
So as you were. This dice is getting in timeout though. That's 2 bad rolls in a row.
That's cool. So as we get about 2 miles onto the journey, so I don't know, 40 minutes ish. I don't know how fast you're going. I walk slow. The two people who had that higher perception roll, you hear to the south. So you guys are walking west. You hear to the south a horrific snarling and what sounds like a melee. And it's quick. I mean, the snarling and the noises of combat, it happens quick, and then a silence.
I'm gonna draw my greatsword and just kind of look in that direction, see if I can see or hear anything else.
Same, yeah.
So there's a little bit of woods and a small kind of a creek, and you can just make out like a bridge, maybe half a mile off, like the visibility, right? And it's dark and overcast. You guys can't see super great, but you can tell there's definitely maybe a little clearing, almost like the village you just came from, maybe another little tiny just hot spot. And that's definitely where the noise came from.
Boy, have we stopped.
Come on, there's something happening over here. Let's investigate.
Sounds like a fight. Get ready. Or was a fight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, can't you hear that?
I didn't hear anything, but I trust you. And I'll cast Mage Armor myself just to get that up and active.
Nice. So as you guys head that way, you notice, excuse me, just before the little bridge, you see a black cart with 2 horses parked up on the side. And then it becomes clear to you that you're coming up on a little, like I said, a little tiny village, and you see over the bridge 2 figures. One is large in stature, long black hair, and he's helping helping someone up. But you can't really tell. I mean, they're decently far away still. You can't really get any better of a picture than that. But you are seeing someone sort of help someone to their feet.
And how far away did you say they are?
I'm not sure exactly distance wise. I mean, you got to go over a little creek. It's kind of hard to make out. A couple 100 feet, I guess. Just far away enough to be like, I can tell there's 2 people there, but at nighttime, again, you're like, I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at here.
Should I send the bat?
Sure.
Yeah.
Send the
Cool.
bat to fly over and see what's up.
Yeah, so what you see, I'll bring the fog down.
Oh, are we on? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, let me get you on. Sorry. Good call. Well,
Unforgivable.
unprepared. Cause I was chatting with my friends. But I just need a minute to rearrange, y'all.
You got that email too, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Sick.
The spoiler alert, it's in here.
Oh, well, there we go.
Oh,
You have to.
Oh, I threw it in the
Sec-
chat. Yeah. Oh, okay. Tyrion.
can I join, please?
I want to play.
You may.
Let me in. Let me in.
Marcus.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm
here.
gonna bring the fog down. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
do a
get
bit
rid
of
of
a
that
laugh
fog.
here. Oh no, I deleted the scene.
Fool of a took.
Deleted everything.
Undo.
Okay. So,
Nice.
got a lot going on here. Let me explain.
There's a part.
The 3 of you guys come up on the
Wait, which one is
carriage.
Is that the Saint Joe whatever?
That's
Joe's
Sebastian.
Revenge?
That's your guys' original ship because you remember you traded it for the
Not
bigger
the
one.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's the OG. So just pretend it's a black cart with 2 horses. I would have a little laugh. But so you guys are stationed here, kind of using that. Thank you. Using that for cover a bit, and you send the bat up. I know you gave me a bat to use.
That's right, baby.
Well, bam! It's gonna be humongous.
Bat.
Oh, he's huge.
Such a
That's because
scary bat.
he's flying right up to the camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's right in the sky cam. Yeah.
That's right. Like he gets up here, and so what you see is a large man, long black hair, very regal and noble looking. You also see 2 dead humanoids that had their jugulars ripped out,
Oh, fuck.
amongst some other stab wounds all over their body, blood everywhere. And this man is very gently holding this woman's hand and helping her to her feet. So by the time you got the bat up there, you got a little bit closer, you can see that he's slowly walking her toward the bridge, and she's like stumbling.
Can I do like a insight check or something to try and get a vibe on what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, go for it.
And he's the only one seeing this.
Dude.
Right.
6.
You see a guy walking a girl to the bridge.
What is the
It's
bat?
clearly an orgy.
Yeah.
What's the bat
I
say?
see a man helping a wounded girl to the bridge. He seems very regal, and it seems like their nature is very sexual.
Makes sense. All right. I think Marcus will kind of take the lead. Maybe we'll see what everyone else does, but seeing that she's injured and they seem somewhat okay. Maybe a bad thing to assume. And he'll kind of like announce himself as he approaches. Hello. You come in peace.
The gentleman stops in his tracks, kind of squints a little bit, and says, have you been enjoying the Red Dragon crush I left for you?
Oh, that was you?
And he lets go of the girl's hand, to which she kind of like falls on him a little bit and is using him as balance, and he slow claps. Brave adventurers, these folk. Brave adventurers. Durst Manor's champions.
Does she need some help?
So, do we know this is Strahd because he sent us the stuff and he's just saying, "How are you enjoying it?"
You could infer that.
Okay. And I don't remember. Do I know who Strahd is?
Yeah, do we? Sorry.
You don't. I guess you could roll a history check and I could tell you what you know, but you saw the letter of him lambasting the Durst Manor saying, like, you are a cult that worships me. Like, no, fuck you guys. So, like, in no lesser words than that, right? And then you know that he left you that basket. But if you wanted to roll a history check, I could let you know, like, what you know of him.
10.
I mean, I can't roll any worse than I have been. So
I know.
Let's try.
Can I roll advantage because I'm from the Shadowfell and we're in the Shadowfell?
Sure.
Hey.
That's a 24 for Licht.
Damn. Okay.
Only a 12.
15.
Okay. Let's go for time's sake with the individual who knows the most, and I'll fill you guys in. Licht, you know that this realm, Barovia specifically, legends are that Strahd von Zorovic rules this land as an immortal, not quite deity, but not quite, what am I trying to say? He is the everything here.
Yeah, he's the Alpha and the Omega. Yeah.
Thank you. He's the Alpha and the Omega. People fear him. He is ruthless. You didn't even know if it was true. Like, this is sort of a mystery, like not quite a Fugazi, but like it's legend. This is legend, and you guys decided to come here not only because you were summoned, but because you were like, I want to see if the legend holds true. So you have asked questions, and you know that like there is this guy who supposedly runs the gambit here and has for hundreds of years, thousands of years. You're not even sure.
So question for Chris.
The dude.
Is that where your character is actually standing on the map?
Yeah.
Okay. I think having that that flip switch in his head, like, oh fuck, I know who this is. Cornelius's demeanor is completely going to change, right? He's usually very like stick to the shadows, stay in the back, kind of watch and observe, don't get too involved. And as soon as he realizes who the fuck this is, he's gonna like very much so walk up to like the middle of the bridge in between them and call out and say, my liege, thank you very much for the combination of delectables you left for us after the house. That was much appreciated. And he's gonna do like a very long, drawn out like bow, like just like he bowed like all the way down and like reach his arms out and stand up again. I speak for all of us when I say that we are honored to be in your presence, and that it is truly a sight to behold the Lord of Barovia in the flesh. Thank you very much for everything that you have done for us so far.
So he is going to smile ear to ear. Like, you can tell he wasn't expecting that, and he's got basically a shit-eating grin on his face, and he just says, finally a man with some taste and manners. The pleasure is mine, let me assure you. And he sort of does a bow as well in return.
As the last of the von Lichtenstein line, it is an honor, and thank you.
Mark
I-
this.
Yeah, so Tyrion is gonna kind of like not even make eye contact with the guy. He's gonna walk up to the woman and kind of get like an idea of her injuries.
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
I was just gonna say, probably at that same time, Marcus walks up a little bit and just casts.
As
Healing
Marcus is
word.
passing
This
Cornelius,
is awesome.
he's gonna like grab your wrist a little bit and just like grab your attention and just whisper into your ear, "Be very cautious. He is more powerful than you can imagine."
He's the dude, right?
Is Bro here?
Bro, dude.
Dude,
Bro, dude, he's the man, dude.
I rolled a 12 on that medicine check.
Okay, so you can glean a couple things. She's bleeding from the neck very slightly, just ever so slightly. 2 drops, in fact, and she is looking glossy-eyed as if under a spell. You didn't roll high enough to basically determine what, but she does look like she's under the influence of a spell.
Okay.
I did cast after he said that, and I'm like, well, definitely like this then. And I cast Healing Word on her for 9 hit points.
Okay. You cast Healing Word on her. What's the word? And did you whisper it or did you say it aloud?
No, I said she looks like she's in pain, and I cast it. I don't know. I think you asked me this last time, and I didn't have an answer.
It should
You did
definitely be
not have a
boobies.
word. Yeah.
Should definitely be boobies. I think that's a.
That sounds like a good one.
Oh no, that's out there. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Shazam!
No, it's probably just something
Word.
like Raven Queen's peace to you. That's more than a word.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's actually perfect. So you see her vitality sort of come back a bit. The eyes did not change, right? But she stands up a little bit more on her own, and she puts a hand on Strahd's back, and she kind of shakes her hair a little bit. Beautiful auburn hair, and now that she's got a little bit more vitality, you can see like this is a impeccably attractive warrior female. Shakes her hair out a bit, and she just says, "Thank you, kind sir. I was not feeling so great." And Strahd is like bug-eyed, staring you down, and he says, "My champions." Ah, and you would mention her name here in my presence, and he like abruptly moves his shoulder away from the girl and takes a step toward you, and he says, "And you would cast a spell on my beloved." He takes another step towards you.
It was
So-
Forgive us, sir.
no disrespect. No disrespect.
They are new to the area and do not know better.
If
Please
someone's
forgive
in
them.
pain, I try and help
Please
them.
forgive their insolence.
I'm gonna use divine sense to detect undead, celestials, fiends, and undead.
I mean, he is as undead as you have ever felt in front of you. But there's nothing else in the area.
So she's not undead.
I mean, there's a little bit of the tiefling blip that you got before.
That's right, baby.
But there is no blip off of her in terms of undead. No. And they're not. I don't think these would count. There's 2 corpses over here.
They're just regular dead.
Yeah. But no, yeah, he blips big time. And
So
so
kind of takes like a handout, like apology, trying to help somebody in need, but like not backing down, but like looking not threatening, but not like cowering or anything yet.
So he has his sword in his hand, like the picture, right? Because he was just in battle, and he points the sword at von Liechtenstein, and he has a very stoic face, and then it just turns to happy, and he says, "You be careful, you might just impress me." And he kind of smirks, and then he looks back at Marcus, and he says, "You insult me, and you make me feel," he gets real Godfather about it, "as if I can't take care of my beloved. Well, tough guys. I think maybe you should take care of her then, and let's see how that works out for you." And he turns and he looks at Tyrion, and he just shakes his head in disapproval. And he goes, "I can smell the Raven Queen on you." He spits on the ground.
Careful, you are in her realm.
He wow. He
Cornelius is gonna start backing up.
I know, I'm like,
Just gonna slow walk
Oh
Homer
my
Simpson
God.
into the bush
as
as slowly as I can.
He gets real close. He actually takes a step towards you and gets real close. And he says, "Now that's the banter I'm into." And he kind of looks around at all of you and he says, "I'm quite looking forward to our next meeting." And he snaps his finger and two things happen. He dissolves into a black nothingness, and you just see a bat flutter up into the air and away. His carriage starts moving, and she falls to the ground.
Can I figure out like why did she fall to the ground? Do I understand
I thought I just healed her. Damn it.
that?
You'd probably have to go check her out.
I'm right here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Her too.
Cool. You guys run up to her. She is unconscious. So why don't you give me another medicine check?
What?
Or whatever
have
check you
you
want.
two done?
3.
Yeah, I got it. I'm medicining, and I got a nat 20 for 27.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Oh,
baby!
shoot.
I'm a
Okay.
cleric. I should.
Yes, you should.
Fair.
So you fall, like the fear of what just happened is set aside. You have like a full adrenaline spike, and you just go immediately into your element. Like you've done this 1,000 times.
Doctor coming through. Doctor. Coming.
Yep. Yep. You get there. You
Who
know
said he wanted a
exactly. You know, like, what do I do with my hands? You know what to do with your hands. You check out everything as you should. So you notice a few things. They have healed now, but there is a scar, fresh scar of where she was bleeding before on her neck, and those are 2 fresh wounds that appear to be a bite of some kind. With a roll that high, you know that to be from a vampire. Next to that is very old scarring, like maybe a year old, 2 bites as well. But again, those are long and scarred and healed over next to the 2 fresh ones. You see a couple minor things from her falling down and but you don't see anything that would suggest that she was like beat up. Nothing compared to like the 2 dead bodies that are torn apart behind you. But when you do an eye check, you do notice that like her eyes look normal outside of the fact that she's unconscious. So you would be able to posit that any spell that she was under has worn off.
Mm.
I'm gonna take her sword away.
Okay.
God. Double vampire.
Cornelius would like to do a survival check on the dead bodies to see if we can figure out what the fuck did this. Although I have a decent idea, I think, of what it was.
Yes. Go ahead and roll, and we'll give you an idea.
14.
Yeah. So you see a few bite marks near the neck and chest area, and like actually a gaping hole where like all of the meat of the neck had been torn out.
Right.
And with skillful eyes, you're able to tell that was done by a mouth. Like something just came and ripped it to shreds. Both of them.
Cool.
I'll I'll start by spare the dying, just to make sure she's stable. If that does anything.
She's stable. Yeah, she's just unconscious.
They're all blurring together. Does anyone have good berries?
No.
Ryan says, "I'm in the other plane. I'm not here."
I have no fruit on.
Well, I already cast. I want to cast another healing.
I guess I'll be clear. She's just unconscious. She's not like 0 hit points unconscious. She's just like
she like fell asleep.
She's asleep.
All right.
And you said their cart took off, right?
Oh yeah, cart's gone. He's gone.
When Cornelius is done poking at the bodies, he's going to stand back up and walk back over and look at you two and say, "Well, she's our responsibility now. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this, but
apparently she's pretty much unharmed. She's double vampired if you look at her neck.
And for the record, you do not fuck with that man. Not in this place. If you want a death wish, you have found one."
Yeah, he didn't look so bad.
No, try it next time.
I will clarify though that she has not turned into a vampire. Know that with my divine sense.
Confirmed.
Ooh.
But she's been double vampired, according to her neck.
And so while this is happening, and you're getting a very well-deserved scolding from Van Lichtenstein, in this building here, you can hear a bit of rustling.
I'll go investigate the rustling.
I'll stay with her.
Be careful.
Are you doing it like? Are you just like walking over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you get to about there, you hear a voice that says, "I'm gonna walk out now, and I come in peace. So just wanted to make sure we got that far."
You stole my line from earlier.
Come on out then.
Let me find the icon.
Strahd again.
No.
It's his brother, Mahad.
Yeah. What you see walk out
is a sword?
Is a flying sword. No, I'm just kidding. Young man, human male, fire red hair. Ugh. And he has the God damn it. And that's the session. Everybody died.
Yay! We found the redhead, guys. We're good.
That's right. And this guy's got tattered clothes, long sleeve clothes, pants on, boots. He's got a bow slung around his back, a couple daggers on his waistline. He's got a few tattoos, and he's got his hands up. He is walking out slowly, and he just he takes 2 steps out. He takes a look at you, Tyrion, and then he slowly, left hand in the air, right hand pointing toward the girl, and he says, "I'd be careful with this one. I think she came to see me."
Who are you?
My name's, and he puts his hand back in there. My name's Frederick, and I am of the Crimson. And
do I know what that means? The Crimson?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
I lost my die.
Just jump up and down 20 times and all.
5.
You don't know what the Crimson is.
Okay.
So he continues the conversation. I'm of the Crimson, and I heard she was looking for me, and there was a bit of an incident. And then he tries to take a step closer. I'm
gonna like put my hand out, kind of like on his chest.
Okay.
To kind of like keep him from going forward.
Yep. He's like, okay, fair. We don't know each other. So how do we want to do this because I've got a vested interest here, and I don't
What
know
is
who
your
the
interest?
fuck you guys are.
What's
And
your interest? What do
he
you?
says, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. What are you doing here? And he looks right at Marcus and he says, and you've got away with words.
I got away with something. Typically healing people, but it can go the other way too. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he just says, listen, I'll give you some information if you want to explain who you are. And then he says, he looks you back at you, Tyrion, and says, I'll go first. That is Irina Kolyana, the heir to the mayor, the Burgermeister of Barovia. And unfortunately for her, the ire of our leader's eye. He loves her, and I need to speak with her.
She's unconscious right now.
I mean, I'll get a glass of water and we can end that real quick. So,
Who are you with?
the Crimson.
All right.
Are those your men? And I'll just gesture towards the dead people.
He looks over at them and he says, "In a way," and you can
Insight check.
Yeah, go for
I got
it.
a nat 20 -1 on history for the Crimson.
Okay, we'll
Huh.
address that. What's your insight on the
5.
comment of? Okay, yeah. So we'll address that real quick. You can't tell if he's like being truthful or not. He just
Right.
it's a thing that he said.
He's saying words, and I can't tell either way what's up
Yep.
or down. Yeah. Okay.
You're taking him at face value, or however you want to react to it, but you haven't gleaned if he's. Being
I
truthful
think
or
he's
not.
very skeptical, but I have no reason
Yeah.
not to.
Exactly. With a natural 20 on the Crimson, you said, do you have a -1 in history?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna play with that a bit. You have this memory of learning about the Crimson in your studies that they are a hunting organization. They're famous for like, hey, I've got a infestation of X. They're gonna make it go away. They're cheap because they're known for not showing proof that the problem is gone. So if the problem is I need a wolf removed from this town, the problem will go away, but they're not going to come back with proof. It's just how they work, and they're cheaper because of it, because you just don't have that guarantee. But that's the way they do it. They get in, they get it done, and they leave. That's all you know about them. You don't know. You've never met one. You just remember hearing about them. They're kind of all over, right? Like the Crimson exists. They're a big organization. But that's all you can glean.
And they're just, yeah. And he said his leader is in love with the heir
He was referring to Strahd.
of the mayor.
Oh.
That's why
he
I was-
works for
yeah, that's-
Strahd.
Sorry
Okay.
if that wasn't clear. What you learned from him is that this is Irina Kolyana. It's who was referenced in the letter of your summoning of the burgomaster, who basically said Strahd's trying to fuck with my daughter, and I can't have this. That's her. And so he says, like, she's important, and Strahd loves her, and I need to speak with her.
Well, I feel like she should have her own say in what kind of happens to her, huh? So I'll go to wake her up.
Okay, cool.
if I can.
No roll needed or anything, but you do successfully wake her up. She comes to, and she says, "Oh, he did it again, every damn time!" And she like stomps her foot, and she looks around, and she's like, "Okay, this is new. Who are you?"
Hey, we We talked to Strahd, and
Okay.
you were with him, and then he left, and you fell unconscious, healed you. Looks like you got bite marks on your neck, and this guy over here wants to talk to you, but I think you should decide if you want to talk to him or not.
She looks up. She says, "Oh, Frederick, I was trying to find you." And then she looks back at you, Marcus, and says, "Thank you. You know, Strahd has tried many times to turn me, and he likes to set up situations where he rescues me. So as you can see, he rescued me to impress me." And she points over to the 2 dead bodies.
Mm.
I came here to speak with Frederick because we have a problem in the village of Barovia. My home has been relentlessly attacked by wolves and creatures of all kinds, and I was hoping the Crimson could take care of it. I know Frederick likes to hang around this village every once in a while, and Frederick kind of like puts his hands up like, "Told you fuckers."
Did
And
he say that?
no. He just
No,
puts his hands up, but he doesn't say that. He knows he's outnumbered. So then she just looks at all of you and says, "I truly am surprised you survived an encounter. He must have liked one of you." And she kind of scans and looks right at you, Van Lichtenstein.
I pointed at him.
Yeah. I think she could tell by the way you're presenting yourself and your stature, like maybe that would have been the one, but she doesn't know for sure.
Can I say nobility understands nobility?
So right when he says that, I'm gonna walk past him and kind of shoulder check him a little bit,
God, man, you're looking for a fight today.
and I'm gonna say apologies for taking this. What would be that word? Lady? Should I call her lady?
Lady would be fine. Yeah.
All right. And I'll hand her
Um,
her sword back, like hilt first.
Roll.
Charming.
Yeah, something like that, like
Charming
performance
skill.
or charm. Like yeah.
How about
charisma, right?
Charisma, like a straight charisma. If you wanted to put a performance on it, you could. But
15?
yeah, she lightens up a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, a gentleman who isn't trying to charm me." And like when she says that, she means the spell charm. And she takes the sword and she says, "I'm honored," and gives you a little bit of a smile.
So Tyrion's skin is usually super pale, but he gets a little flush with a smile.
I have bad news for you. You said your name is Arena. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm sure you're already aware of this, but you have been marked by Strahd.
Yes.
He will not give up this pursuit.
No, and she like itches the old scars and then feels the 2 new ones and says, "He got closer this time. A year ago he showed up and vampires, they can't enter your home without permission, but he is a charming man, and he convinced my father to let him in for dinner, and none of us remember what happened after he stepped in the door, other than I found myself awoken very, very deprived of vitality with 2 new marks, but I was not changed. I think he's waiting for the right time or for me to tell him yes, but I'm scared that he's become angry, and I'm almost certain the attacks on my home are from his doing. And I know it's going to get worse, and I'm afraid I've now involved you all." And she kind of puts her head down.
You don't need to worry about that. I know for a fact that we are involved. We have been tasked to protect you now.
And so at that, Frederick says, "Well, now that we're all friends, I need to chat with her in, sorry, Crimson Policy alone. So if you wouldn't mind, I need to grab her I'll just take her in the building quick.
I
know
cast hold person on him.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure if your services are necessary anymore.
All right, how does hold person work?
I believe it's just a save on his part.
I think so too.
DC 14, if I can recall correctly, for Cornelius.
I have whole person
13.
too.
13.
I think I just picked it up. Be fun.
Let me see.
gotta pull up his
Wisdom
stat
saving
block.
throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of his turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On its success, the spell ends.
He fails.
Good. So Cornelius would turn, his eyes kind of flash. Like his eyes are kind of yellow to begin with. He sees like flash of energy as he like stares straight into his face. And as he's mid sentence, just like stops. And I think Cornelius will take out, what weapons do I have actually? Dagger. Yeah, I will say dagger. He's gonna take out a dagger, walk up to him, just point it straight into his throat, and say, "You'll be going nowhere with her. So you can say what you want to say if you would like to, or I could kill you now while you're frozen. So choose your next words wisely." And he'll kind of like stop and step away a little bit. And I think that he'll just kind of get a beat on him, like kind of like go over here, just like walk away and kind of like hang out over this way. And I'll ready another spell just in case.
Cool.
Let's say chill touch. Or actually,
Okay.
that's a touch spell. What's what I'm thinking of? Where it's like
I
the
think
druid
it's
one.
ranged.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I
I'm
haven't
pretty sure
cast it, to be
Chill
honest.
Test has a range on it.
I think so too.
Skeletal hand.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 120 feet. Make a spell attacks. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I'll ready that one.
Cool. It's like, sorry, that probably sounded more menacing than it meant to be. Like I said, it's just the policy. We like to chat with our clients alone, but maybe she's not hiring me, which is what she said she's gonna do. So what's so, and he's just kind of like fumbling through his words a bit now at this point. So Arena, what did you want to chat with me about? Well, you said that you wanted to chat with me. So I am a little confused. And she kind of like grabs her sword a little bit tighter and walks up to him a bit. And she takes a look
her
at
like do that. I'm also gonna like just rattle my sword a little bit and walk with her.
Cool. He eyes her up and down, and why don't you guys all give me a perception check?
7. This die sucks. It's going away.
Dirty 20.
Cool.
You're muted, Brad.
Still
Again.
muted.
21.
Yeah. Let's go.
With the high 20s there. You realize it's been happening the whole time, but you're just putting it together, like your brain's catching up. He's been eyeing those two bodies and looking back at the conversation. Like he just keeps looking over there and then looking back, eyeing and looking back, eyeing and looking back. And as she gets closer, he is getting angrier. And now with hold person, at the end of every round, I guess you can make a wisdom save.
We can say that he was released from it as soon as Cornelius like
another check. If like,
Well, he dropped it, I thought.
oh yeah, he
So
did
we could
drop
talk.
it.
yeah, when Cornelius turned and walked away, I think he dropped it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So with that, when she starts to get closer, he actually backs away and he just says, I didn't want to do it like this, but I will. So let's put all cards on the table, Irina. She says, "What do you mean? And he says, Strahd's been capturing all sorts of beasts and torturing them and unleashing them at his bidding and at his will. We all know it's true. She kind of nods. And he looks at the bodies again and looks over and he says, worst of all, my kindred. He steals them at birth. And he tortures them. And he sets them like he has out against you. And he slaughters them to try to impress you. And as he says that, you can start to see fur like pop out of his hands. And he starts to get a little bit bigger. And he, like, now in a guttural voice, he just says, and I will not stand for it anymore.
Yeah, chill touch.
So you cast that, and as soon as you do, we're gonna say,
oh fuck me.
So as that's happening, I'm also gonna kind of like interpose myself between her and Irina, or him and Irina.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna try and stomp on this skull's head. Make sure it doesn't come alive.
The skull stompers.
Yeah.
I don't think I can copy and paste that, can I?
Oh.
So tell me what happened with the spell.
I fucked it up big time.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We'll say you see a spectral hand like appear and reach out, and because of the transformation, he just like breaks out of it.
Got it.
That's a lot of doggos.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You guys are in it.
But they're so cute.
They are
Like your
cute.
session. I know.
So as he's saying it, you just hear him say and continue, and the voice is getting deeper and deeper. And I will not have it. I can't defeat him. And he goes, "Arr!" And that's when all of the dogs appear around, hulking wolves. And he just says, before the last of the humanity that he has, and he says, "But I can kill you." And he has then now almost doubled, like 2.5 times his size, into a full humanoid wolf. And you have maybe seen or studied werewolves before, and that is absolutely what you're looking at. But this one is larger than what you would have expected, and has like stripes of crimson fur on his body, which is odd from what you've never seen that before, like in your studies or anything like that. But go ahead and roll initiative for me, please.
I look at Chris and I go, Chris' character, for the Raven Queen. All right, initiative.
16 for the old Tyrion.
15 for the old Marcus.
All right, Ukraine die. You're up to bat. It's not awful. It's a 12.
Okay. Let me just roll real quick.
Oh my God, Jamie, you're so big. It's a lot of dice.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so of everyone, this one is going to go first.
Jamie.
Just pull up their stat block.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, so this one's gonna come in. He's gonna go right to Marcus, just closest one there, and he's going to attempt to bite. That is a natural 1. He whiffs as hard as you've ever seen.
Bad dog.
Yeah, so that brings us to Tyrion, actually.
Are these 5-foot squares?
10-foot squares.
I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
Or when something comes within range of either me or like threatens her.
It's like yelling.
I'm
Out there somewhere.
gonna attack it with my S word.
Cool. Great. If that's your turn, then Marcus will be up.
All right. Yeah, I think I will kick this combat off with some Radiant Soul. I think I've done that now a couple times. So, glimmering eyes and 2 incorporeal wings pop out for the next minute. I have a flying speed of 30, and I can deal additional damage, radiant damage on a target. So that is my action. And I will fly up 15 feet. I think they get an opportunity attack for sure.
Yeah, yeah, we'll say he does. Where's my good D20? 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
18 is my armor class, so I think you get it.
Yep. Tie goes to me. 13 piercing damage.
13.
Yep. He rolled max damage.
Damn.
Good thing you're flying now.
I know. Out of bite range. Hold on. So this is sorry, I was going to do something else, but I want to make sure.
I also need you to roll a strength check for me.
Strength check?
Yeah.
Like saving throw?
Saving throw or check? It doesn't matter.
On a DC 13 strength. It must succeed on a DC 13 strength. So I guess, is that a save?
Yeah,
Well, that's a 15 minus 1, 14.
Okay, you're fine.
Not really. Okay. And then, sorry, I was just checking. It doesn't say it's concentration.
Okay, cool. Then
so
I'm
going to also, with my bonus action, cast, and I haven't done this yet, Sanctuary, which is the first level spell on the chick. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom save. Failed save, the creature must choose a new target or attack or lose the attack. This spell does not protect against like AoE. Cool. So I cast Sanctuary on her. So you have to make a wisdom save if you actually want to attack her.
Got it. Cool.
And that is me.
Dope. Then it goes to it should be you, Eric. I wrote Marcus twice, but you rolled a 12, right?
I did, yes.
Yes, Van Liechtenstein.
Oh. So I'm definitely going to rotate around and try and get like here-ish.
Okay.
Now the question becomes, what do I want to cast? I'll have my bat friend come and join me.
Cool.
I think they're both a minute. I get advantage for that one. I can attack more with that. I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay. Walk me through it.
So basically, I choose a creature / have to touch them. But I imbue them with a power to spew magical energy from its mouth. So I'm choosing fire damage.
Cool.
And basically, until the spell ends, I can use my action to basically just breathe fire.
Cool. Love that.
So it is a bonus action to cast. So I will cast that as my bonus action.
Cool.
And then I'll do a similar thing with Chris, where I'm going to hold my action to basically cone anything that comes in like this vicinity.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So as long as I'm not hitting any of my allies, I'm gonna hold it and then just unleash it as soon as something gets like kind of close-ish to me. Hopefully hitting more than one. That's his plan.
Got it. Cool.
And I'll obviously trigger it like if it for some reason it goes a full round and I'm not using it.
Yeah, fair.
Cool.
Sweet. So we'll do this first because we had a few ties. This one is going to come in and try to get to her, so it'll trigger Chris's action, and then these two are going to come in and basically head toward you. So however we want to do that, but that's what's going to happen next.
Let's go ahead and have Chris resolve his first, and then we can deal with these little puppers.
Yep.
14 to hit.
Let's pull their thing back. 14 does hit.
Hooray.
Yay.
For 11 damage.
Okay. Now you're using your
Greatsword.
greatsword. Okay. You also found, I don't want to metagame too much, but you also found a silvered sword in one of our prior sessions.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case things get hanky.
Oh, that's right, in the basement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know that that's good versus werewolves?
What was your history check?
What was my history check?
Did you roll one? Or I guess roll a quick
I don't
survival
think I
check.
rolled one.
Roll a quick survival check.
10.
You've heard it. You're not
Okay.
sure, though. You have 0 experience with it, but you're like, there's a thing with werewolf and silver.
So are these other things werewolves too, or are they just wolves?
They
What
are
do I got?
dire wolves. So you do, what did you say, 13 damage?
No, 11.
11 damage. Okay. Yeah, I mean, regardless, you give it a good wallop. And you just kind of hear the like it's like a little bit.
Oh, don't make that sound.
Sad. But
Well, I'm never gonna attack it again now.
You made it sad, Chris.
You can tell though it wanted to get to Irina, but the attack, like you came in and you hit it, so then now it's going to jump in at you and try to bite you. That is, holy fuck, like a 25, 26.
Well, that'll hit.
I guess the Strahd campaign's ending soon.
The rest of my spell slots are going to healing, I guess.
12 damage piercing.
12?
Yeah. I'm rolling really high.
I'm gonna take 4 more of those attacks.
I know.
Well, so
You should fly. No.
I won't roll a 19 every time.
Jeez.
It's gonna end soon. So then, Eric, these two came up on you now.
Yeah, so I I realized after watching last session that I have been misplaying my character.
Oh.
So I'm not making the same mistake twice.
Okay.
Instead of the bat giving me the help action on my attacks, you're actually going to see, like, before the wolves kind of like dive in, you're going to see the bat literally like come onto Cornelius and like get next to his neck, and you're going to see it actually bite into him a little bit.
Oh God! Awesome.
He's going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you can kind of hear him kind of like grit his teeth a little bit, but he very clearly wanted this to happen.
Cool.
So now that that's in play, I'm going to unleash my 15-foot cone to get these 2 puppers right here.
Yep.
It's going to be 3d6 fire damage with a DC 13 save for half.
I assume Dex.
Yes.
I've got a pass and a fail.
So
top one pass, bottom one failed.
I'm going to use my, I think it's called Sanguine Burst. Hold
Okay.
on, let me double check, make sure I have that ring. Yeah, Sanguine Burst. To actually, you know what? I'm gonna save it. That's gonna be 12. That's 15 fire damage.
Cool. Okay. So this one takes 15.
And 7 for the other.
Yeah.
So you see the bat come in and bite Cornelius's neck. You see him like tear down his gaiter and just spew flames like straight towards the wolves as they rush in.
Yeah, and I mean, and it is impressive. Like, even the werewolf kind of takes a step back a little bit, and he sees like that magical fire, and he just is like he's mad about it, but you can tell like, wow, you didn't expect that. Same with Irina, and she's like, wow, good one, that was impressive. As the wolves are kind of bearing down on you. Very cool. The werewolf now is going to take his turn, so he's going to run up and take a swing at. Well, let's see what he would do. I think at Van Lichtenstein, just because of of the fire that happened. So I will allow an attack of opportunity, Chris, while he's getting up, because he's beelining right for Van Lichtenstein.
I have already used my reaction this turn.
Ah, okay. So then what we'll do is we'll allow Irina to kind of poke her sword in as he's coming.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
kind of just like, yeah, and she whiffs. Bummer. So he's gonna come in and swing at you. All right. That's going to be 18 to hit.
It normally would hit me, but I will use my reaction to cast shield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's his turn, so I can cast shield, I believe. Yeah.
You've
Okay.
used your reaction too, though, right?
I
don't
don't
think
think
I
did I?
Yeah, you used your held action to breathe the fire.
That's not a reaction. That's still.
That's my action.
It's
right?
both.
Is
both.
it?
You use your reaction to.
When you take a hold action, that's also your reaction?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, that's a
Googled
bitch.
I know.
Balls.
All right, I guess I'm taking it.
Okay.
I can't. I'm just kidding.
Let's see.
Joe, if you say more than 13 again, I swear to God.
No.
46.
Yeah.
7 slashing damage, because what he does is he runs up. He's expecting to take a hit from Tyrion, but doesn't, and then just wildly swings his claw at you.
Okay.
So what did I say?
7 slashing.
Yep, 7 slashing, and then he's gonna bring his other claw down and try to hit. He's gonna try to hit Irina through both of you guys, but he has to make a wisdom save. Is that right?
Yes.
Which he fails. That's like a 7. So does that mean he can't attack?
Sorry, you said he was going to
so.
try and hit Irina?
Yes.
He has to choose a new target or he loses his attack.
Well, then he'll choose Chris.
Me?
Yeah, but he'll miss. It's a 15. I think that's below yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then super mad. He's gonna he took these two swings. He hit one. He missed the other. He's so mad. He just yells out, and he tries to take a bite out of Van Lichtenstein. 7 plus. No, it's gonna be a miss. It's an 11. And that's his turn. Which is good for you guys, because he can do some shit.
Yeah, that chair is just brutal.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
So he's moved up, right?
Yeah.
I can do it. I just right in the middle, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Okay, so they moved in. This one hasn't yet, so he's gonna come in and try to get Irina. And this one's going to come in now and try to get Van Lichtenstein. So we're going to do the wisdom save. That's a fail. We're going to say it looked over to you, Marcus, would have been its other choice, but you're high up. So that wolf is not going to make an attack this round. And the other wolf that came up for Van Lichtenstein is going to try to bite Eric.
Concentration is 10 plus the damage you took. What is it?
Or something.
It's like
I'm trying to look it up. I can't find
it's
it.
10 or half the damage you took.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it?
If it's 10's higher, then it's the 10. But if
Oh, okay.
took,
Okay,
like,
hold on.
30
Yeah, I
damage,
got to
you
roll
took
to see if I can maintain concentration. Yep, we're good.
Sick. Okay. This other one's gonna come up and try to bite at your ankles with a 15 to hit.
He will miss thanks to
Okay.
mage armor.
Cool. Nice. Okay. I believe that's everybody's turn. So we're gonna go now to
well,
the top.
did she go?
Thank you. She did not go. The wolf that tried to swing at her, she is going to swing at. And she's gonna hit. So that is a. Oh yeah, that's a hit, and that's 10. Where's my D10?
So
She
sanctuary
does.
drops now on her if she makes an attack, or deals damage. I should say.
Well, it's up to you if you're gonna warn her not to attack or if you're gonna let her attack.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So she gets a hit in, and she does do damage. She gets a nice slice into this wolf here, and you just see some crimson blood kind of dirty the nice winter coat of that wolf.
Oh.
And we'll go top of the order. So that'll be this wolf here. And he definitely can't get you because you're 15 feet up into the air. So he's going to run up to Irina and try to get a bite in. And that's going to be a hit. Oh, man, these guys hit hard, too. Well, not so hard. This one hit for 6. And she's got to make a strength save. Then she passed. Okay, so Irina takes 6 damage. I'm tracking her health, obviously. Okay, thank you. So that happened. Now we're up to Tyrion.
So he's gonna just utter some words that no one can quite hear, and his armor and his sword and even his skin kind of starts to glow with this black, dark purple fire almost. And he's going to use his dreadful aspect. So as an action, each creature of my choice must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15. And on a failure, they are frightened of me.
Okay.
And for 1 minute, and if it moves more than 30 feet away from me, it can attempt another saving throw. But while it's in that 30 feet, it's just going to continue to be afraid.
Okay. Did you have to choose the creatures?
All of them, except for the ones I like.
All the bad ones.
Yeah, all of the wolves.
All right, so they have to make a what? Wisdom
DC
save?
15 wisdom save.
Fuck. Okay. Let's start with the big boy. Natural 1.
Dug it.
So
You want me to track this for you?
He's feared now? Yeah, I'll probably need help.
Okay, so the big boy failed.
And then let's run through the wolves real quick.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah, so they get a +1 to wisdom. Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Number 1.
15.
Pass.
Number 2, fail. 3, fail.
Wow.
4, pass. 5, fail. 6, fail. Holy shit.
Excellent.
So who passed? 2.
Number 1 and number 4 passed. Everyone else failed.
Damn. Okay, so everyone else is, what'd you say, feared?
Yep, they're all frightened, so they can't willingly move closer to me, and they have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while they can see me.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Let's just make sure he's not immune to fear because he's a werewolf.
So if they attack someone else, they still have disadvantage if you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the big one. Like, no one needs to move anymore, really. So that's not super. I mean, it's helpful, obviously, but
Right.
all these guys are gonna have disadvantage when they attack. So yeah, nice. Nice. Good turn.
Yeah, that's
you.
clutch.
That is huge. So that's everything. We move to Marcus.
Do they save at the end, or is there any other thing that can stop them from being feared?
If they move 30 feet away from me, or sorry, over 30 feet away from me, they can repeat the save.
Wow.
But while they're in that range, they're just frightened.
Dope. Well done.
Yeah, that's big.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'll just do the old Sacred Flame at number, whoever's closest, I guess. Who hit me? Was it 6 or 5?
6, I believe, was tying up with you.
All right. So I will stay hovered where I am and do Sacred Flame at number 6. It's a 15 dex.
Okay. Natural 1, baby.
Gross. So that's 1d8 radiant. I will roll on the whole. Sweet. So that is 7 damage plus from the whole thing I just did with the flying. So plus 4. So 11 damage. Radiant damage.
Damn, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great.
All right. That is it.
Also, for story's sake, JD's character is like huddled in the middle here. He's just like not. He's basically failing every roll. He's missing all of his swings. He's just not doing great. He's got
Keep up the good work.
He's got shingles in the game, so
Fantasy shingles.
yeah, he's got.
Oh man,
shingles.
is this now a HIPAA violation?
Yeah,
It might be.
No, his character has shingles. He doesn't. He doesn't Oh man. Okay. This wolf is gonna go. Because I fucked up his initiative order last time, so he's gonna go a little earlier this time, swinging at Arena with his mouth. Miss.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, he missed. So that is going to move us to Van Lichtenstein.
I'm just gonna unleash a fiery breath on these two right here.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, same thing as.
Awesome.
And you're gonna see that as he's doing this, the bite mark on his neck is gonna like flare up a little bit. You're gonna see some magical energy like
So
flare
cool.
off it. And I'm gonna use Sanguine Burst to re-roll a dice, and it's the same number, so that sucks. That's 12 fire damage.
And what's the save on that?
DC 13.
For what? Was it wisdom?
Dexterity for that
Dexterity. Okay.
one. So I take 1 point of damage.
Werewolf fails, and the dire wolf saves. So what was the total damage?
It was 12 fire damage total.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Number 1 wolf not looking so hot. It's like fire. Like fur is all singed up.
Very hot.
Yeah, he's like limping now, but like kind of is looking to his master clearly, and is like, I don't want to disappoint, but isn't looking so great.
Cool.
And same with the werewolf. Like he's looking fine, but again shocked at that move, and is like audibly angry when the fire touches him and he takes damage. Like
Word.
yeah. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'd like to save my reaction this time.
Okay, cool. That works for me. So number 4 is gonna take a bite at Tyrion at disadvantage and miss wildly. So that happened. Let's go now with number 1. I was just gonna kind of limp up to Van Licht and try to take a bite. I
Out of crime.
is going to hit 24.
Ugh.
Negated a crit, by the way.
You know what? Silvery barbs.
All right.
Why not?
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
not? We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting to that point.
Yeah. No, miss with disadvantage. Miss. Nice, guys. Nice.
I'll give advantage to Tyron.
All right. Cool. Who might need it now because so he came in. Just make sure we get everybody a turn. All right. Yeah. Werewolf's going to like fresh off the smoking fur that you guys can smell. It just smells gross. Like again, swing wildly once at each of you. So we'll start with Tyrion first. Miss. The next claw is coming over to Van Licht.
Oh boy.
Miss.
Okay, let's
and,
go.
He's gonna now bite at Tyrion. Can he try to hit you? With the fear? Or no?
Disadvantage on the
just-
strike.
Just
right?
disadvantage. Okay. This may actually be close. Another natural fucking 20 negated. I've negated like 3 crits because of this. It's
Nice.
wild. I just want to see what this is. Plus 8 plus. No, it's still only like a 13. That ain't gonna hit you. Yeah, no. Werewolf misses everything. To which point now he is going to use his movement. And go and
Opportunity attack.
not try to flee necessarily, but he is, so yeah, that's fine. So 5 feet get out of the square. That's about 15. That's about 25 feet right here.
19 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
With advantage? Was that advantage too?
Oh, I get advantage. I forgot.
Yeah. Might as well see if you can
That's
get
good.
a crit. Yeah.
For 10 damage.
Do you have your greatsword in your hand or your silver short sword in your hand?
Oh, great sword.
You swing at him, and a wide cut opens up on his back as he turns around, and you watch it heal immediately. And he runs away. And he... Let me see how this works. Okay, he can't do that. Okay, he runs away. That cut heals up as fast as you make it, and he kind of hunkers down and he kneels down, and he closes his eyes, and he's going to end his turn there. This wolf here, number 2, is going to come in at Van Licht and swing at disadvantage with its big ass mouth and miss. And then, man, that fear is wild. Number 3.
Yeah, it's a good ability.
It's really
basically
strong.
like a 3rd level spell.
It's
very
really
similar to
strong.
a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, number 3 is gonna miss too. How far away did he have to go to get rid of fear?
30 feet
30
to try and re-roll.
Okay. His speed is 40, so he is going to actually use all of it and get behind the building. And what is the roll? Is it an action to try to break it?
No, I think he can just. Well, let me look. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just want to get it right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
If it moves more than 30 feet, it can attempt another saving throw. It doesn't actually say when. Just maybe, I guess, once they move over 30 feet.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. That's what we'll say it is. What is the DC?
15. Wisdom.
Fail. Okay. So he's back there. I think we hit all the wolves, so we're gonna go to the top of the round now, which will be
number 6.
Number 6. Thank you. Yep. So he is going to take a bite at Irina at disadvantage, and this one's gonna hit.
I'm gonna use my. I used my reaction balls. Never mind.
Technically, the top of the round. But can you?
I think you get your reaction back at
the top of your turn. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no, this one's gonna hit. Roll 2 15s, baby. This is 20. Okay. Yeah, takes a big bite into the ankle. She's got to make a strength check, and she fails. She goes prone. and yells out in pain. As you can see, blood spurt from her ankle. This dire wolf bit right through the armor, and made a big impression on the ankle. And you can see he's actually trying to drag her back, but doesn't. But that's what it's attempting to do. Cool. That's number 6 turn. So then we go to Tyrion.
I'm gonna attack. Actually, I cast a spell with my bonus action first. I'm gonna cast. Divine Favor. Give myself an extra 1d4 radiant damage on weapon attack hits. And then I am going to attack number 4 with my action.
Okay, go for it.
18.
That hits.
$12 damage.
Okay, nice. That was on number 4?
Yep.
Yeah. You come in and you slice, and you hit this thing right in like the center of it. You're trying to go for a vital organ, and you just miss one, but you take a big chunk out. And it's looking terrible. This thing's limping now, but doesn't want to leave. But yeah, that one's in rough shape.
Okay.
That will be.
That's it for me.
All right, cool. Then we'd go to Marcus.
All right, which one bit her and knocked her down?
That was our top of the order, buddy, number 6.
6. My worst enemy. All right, well let's.
Who you've hit once at least.
Yep. So actually, let's do Toll. Hold on, Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
Cantrip. So 15 Wisdom save.
Pass.
Okay. That would have been a lot more damage, 1d12. But all right, so that didn't work with my action. So then I'll use my bonus action to Healing Word, Milady. So that is, where is it? Healing Word. So that is another 9 HP to her.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you see the wounds close up on her legs much quicker, obviously, than they should, and they start to come back together. So all that you see there is blood. But she just says, "Thank you," and she's trying to kick the other wolf away, like the wolf that's biting her. But yeah, you can see that the healing took place.
I'll just go to like here.
Cool.
Just kind of be in all of the fray. All right, that's it.
Cool. Number 5 is gonna try to bite down that other leg of Irina. Oh wow, yeah, and is gonna hit too. Man, she's taking a beating. Oh, good thing you healed her. It does successfully bite onto the other leg, and again start trying to tug away. Cool, and that would be Van Licht. I can't see these back yet. I don't have that screen up.
Sorry.
I sure am.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use my I forgot that I had my reaction again now. I'm going to use my fighting style interception. So it takes 7 less, or she takes 7 less damage.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. Cool. Yeah, that's very helpful. Awesome. Van Lichtenstein.
Is there any world in which I can get all 3 of these puppers in my blast?
Don't call them puppies.
I mean, you can move, right? Like,
Well, without encouraging a opportunity attack. Can I like shimmy to get all of them in a 15-foot cone?
I mean, number 6 certainly wouldn't opportunity attack you. It would potentially be number 2 or 3, because I mean, number 2, you just lit on fucking fire, so like, I think you're safe to have shimmied over to the left a bit. So yeah, we'll say you can clip him. I'm into it.
Like this almost.
Yeah.
And it's like get all 3 of them.
Sure.
Sick. Third time's the charm. Let's go. Oh. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna keep it. That is 11 fire damage. DC 13 dex save.
1 and 3 failed.
Cool.
So you said 13 damage?
11
damage.
In fuego.
1 and 3 failed. And then number 2 didn't. So he takes. Okay. Number 1 is charred up to the point of no return. Just ashes are left once the dust settles.
Take it.
So that one has passed, and then the other 2 obviously are lit up on fire. They're still upright, but significantly hurt.
Cool.
Yep. Hell yeah, good turn.
And that's it.
So, number 4 is going to, seeing what's happening, that Irina is prone and now potentially being dragged away by the 2 wolves, is going to try to get a hit in on Tyrion. And that's at disadvantage. That may still hit. Yeah, 19. Yep. Okay. 12 damage, piercing. Yeah, these fuckers hurt. And then I need a strength check on that one.
Strength saving throw?
Yes, sorry.
Or athletics check?
Strength saving throw.
17.
Oh, yeah, okay. When it bites you and makes full contact, it kind of like, it goes for your thigh, and it does a motion where it jerks its head up, and it's trying to upend you. But all it does is, like, you're able to catch your balance and kind of like hammer down on it, right, and use it for stability so you don't go down. Cool. So that was number 4. Let's see if we break the fear. What was the number?
15 wisdom.
Oh yeah, no, 13. So we'll roll that. Wow, another natural 20 negated by this.
Wow.
Fucking insane. You see a spear just come in from where he ran away, like. And then we'll roll again. No, and you see another spear come in, and you just hear an in common this time. God damn it! Bring her to me. And then you see back in humanoid form, he kind of he's moving 10 feet up to where you guys can see him again.
Move towards me.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can't. So he's gonna use 10, 20. He's gonna come this way without moving toward you and get to like right here. So he's 10, 20, 30. He's about 40-ish feet away, not in cover, but and he's in his human form this time. And he's like again saying, "Come to me." All right, let's rip through these other ones. Number 2 is limping up and is going to swing at Van Lichtenstein. Oh, that's going to be a miss. And then number 3 is going to do the same thing. That's a miss. And that should bring us to the top of the order. So number 6 is going to look over at number 5 and start tugging. And they're gonna start dragging her backwards a little. Are basically locked down. They're only gonna get to about here. Let's check on them. They're actually gonna get a little bit further. I will let Marcus, if you want to cast something. No, you're flying. But that's basically going to be their turn. So number 5 is going out of order, but they're going to just drag her away a little bit and get to, about here. So probably 15 feet away from where you guys are. So that's going to be number 6 and number 5's turn. So that's going to bring Tyrion back up now.
All right. So I'm going to use. I don't remember what it's called. Sorry. Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Dope.
Teleport over here. And for the remainder of until my next turn, I have resistance to all damage.
Sick. Okay.
That's so ridiculous.
Pretty good.
That's a really good. Yeah. That's really good. Cool.
And then I'm going to attack number 6. Sorry.
You're fine.
Attack 6.
So neither of what you did was your action, right?
Nope, that was my bonus action.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it. I don't know why I'm rolling for your attack.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm gonna divinely smite it.
Oh shit! You going for number 6?
Yep. 23 damage.
Oh shit! Tell me how you're going to do this.
I bring the sword down after teleporting, and it just kind of like explodes a little bit. Just like radiant energy just beams in all directions. And again, it's that same like dark, fiery kind of looking that radiates out from the wolf, and it just there's nothing really there anymore. It just kind of splatters.
Yeah. Awesome. Fuck yeah, man. And you just hear Frederick say, "No! No!" Awesome.
And that's it for me.
Marcus.
Has 5 been hit?
Yes. All wolves are showing symptoms of damage. For like limping for dear life.
Well, so I'll try Toll Dead on number 5 then, since obviously it's one of the ones dragging her away.
Yep.
So 15 wisdom save.
Fail.
Finally. All right. So because it's damaged, it's 1d12 necrotic, which is 9 plus 4 radiant, so 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you actually see its jaw under so much pain let go. So it's still right there, but it's no longer dragging because of the pain. And it'll potentially gear up for another attack. It's not dead or anything, but that definitely dealt a significant blow.
All right, and I will save everything else for later. So that
cool. And it's actually number 5's turn, so it's gonna kind of look around, see.
He kind of already went though, right? Didn't he like go out of?
Yeah, that's true. He already had a pseudo turn. You're right. That's fair. I'm not gonna have it do anything then. That's a good point.
Yeah, suck it.
No, that makes sense. He did have a turn.
He's gonna suck it.
He's gonna. Van Lichtenstern.
Van Lichtenstern would like to hopefully kill these remaining doggos right in front of my face.
Cool. Let's go for it.
Again, you're gonna see the wound on his neck flare. That's much better. We'll take that. So that's 14 fire damage.
They both fail.
Wait, hold on. Yes, that's right, 14.
Yep. They both fail, and when the fire fades, again, there's nothing but ash.
Bam, bam, bam.
Nice.
Cornelius von Liechtenstein the Fourth, the dog burner.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Cool. So they're gone. So 4 and 5 remain. 4 is just like pathetically going to limp up and try to take a bite.
So, question for you, real fast, Joe.
Yep.
How far away was 4 from me before his turn started?
10 feet. Let's call it
Cool.
like 8, but let's call it 10.
So I think that after Cornelius kind of like just incinerates those fuckers,
Yeah.
he's gonna turn and go this way and approach this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna use all my movement. I kind of want to get like right about here.
Yep.
But as like he's got like smoke kind of billowing out of his mouth, he's gonna come over and say, "Come out to play, little doggy," and that will officially end my turn.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So that'll change what 4 is gonna do, and then Werewolf will go. I don't think he's gone this. He hasn't gone yet, right? No, we're still working down the order. So 4 is gonna come up, limp up, and just give the biggest puppy eyes ever to Tyrion, and then try to bite him.
I just let it happen.
Oh no, he's feared. He can't come
He
towards
can't.
Oh yeah,
I
he
was
can't
gonna
walk towards
say.
me.
you. We're gonna say no. He's gonna get to you about 25 feet. He'll attack you. And miss 2 3s. He's gonna miss. So then Buddy's gonna take a turn, and he's gonna say, God, what would he do here? Let's roll.
Maybe I can try and get out of the fear.
No, he's gonna go for it. He is going to say, why don't you say that to my face? And as he run towards you, he's gonna transform it. Well, he can't move toward you because you're. Yeah,
Well,
no.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna rework. He is going to stay stationary. He's in human form. You say that to him. He's gonna take his turn to say, "It seems like I made a mistake here. My pack didn't get the job done. Any chance we talk this out like bros?" And he's
Tell
like,
your pack to release her.
I actually, I think should we wait to like go the next round to like finish the conversation, or like how do you want to do this, Joe?
I think you guys can. I'm gonna give you like a reaction to like basically say what you want to say, and that
And
will
then
like
also,
be
can everyone
his
else
turn.
also hear this too? Is the other question I have for you.
This is 10, 20, 30, 40. I mean, they're 50 feet away. So
Is he yelling it, or is he kind of like talking?
he's
directly
saying
to
it to you because he's scared of Tyrion, and he's looking at the scene and he's saying it right to you. So he's not screaming it. So like I'd make the other two roll perception basically to determine if they can comprehend what's happening.
I mean, I guess go ahead and they can do that to see if they understand, because I know what I'm gonna do, but if they hear it, then that changes things clearly.
Nope, not me. I hear nothing.
Probably not me. I got a 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you hear that they're actually talking, but you don't
that's
know what
about
they're
it.
saying. Yeah.
Cornelius, you tell me how you want me to do this exactly, Joe. I think that he'll entertain the idea, but he's not. He's just biding time. He doesn't actually want to really negotiate in good faith.
Okay.
So he'll probably say something like, "I am all ears."
So what he'll do on his turn then is whistle when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
and you'll see that the 2 dogs left are standing down.
Mm.
And he's going to cross his arms and go like this and just look at you. I'm not going to say words in response, but he's going to call down the dogs and just kind of stare you eye to eye. And basically what I'll say is we'll drop out of the rounds of combat. I'll let you react how you want to react. Like if your reaction is to attack or get close, whatever, we can kind of bring those combat walls back up.
Mm-hmm.
We can also postpone because I know we had a hard stop at 11:30, but I'll let you kind of dictate like what is the next move going to be. He's making good on the I want to give this fight up, obviously because he's losing. So you're kind of in that driver's seat right now.
But we don't know that. We just see the dogs like.
You just see number 5 like back up a little bit, right? Like and kind of stand at attention. You heard the whistle. The whistle was like, "Holy fuck, what is that noise?"
How does Wolf 4 look at the moment?
Like barely alive. Very sad, barely alive, and like puppy-eyed looking at his master, but he backed away from you and is standing at attention as best he can, legs trembling.
Cornelius will stop, like turn and look to acknowledge what the dog behind him's doing. Take a few steps forward, and while he's pacing forward, he's gonna say, "Where I come from, a wild beast deserves to be put down." And then I would breathe fire at the werewolf if I could do that, but I don't think I can. Or are we out of like? This is kind of confusing because I'd like to try and maintain initiative if possible, but I don't know how you want to do it. You know?
Right. I would say it would be like
back to like top of order or something, or
it would be like a pseudo surprise round, basically, and then we would just go back to the top of the order. Like his idea was like let's drop the walls, everybody stand at attention, and I'm allowing you to react because he's talking to you, and if your reaction is basically tell him to fuck off and breathe fire on him,
absolutely
done.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll one of those and take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
That's 10 fire damage.
Okay, cool. He will natural 20. He'll take 5.
Okay. Okay.
But like surprisingly hurt by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, you know, the magical damage, he's not used to it. Cool. So yeah, we would basically just go back to the top of the order.
Cool. Cool.
Do you want to finish it? I know it's 11:41. I don't want to pressure you.
I'm good to go a little bit longer. I'm not going to fall asleep for a little while. Brad, how you feeling? Okay, yeah. We're good. We can finish this out.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right, great. So top of the round would be Tyrion at this point.
How's the woman looking? Is she hurting a lot still, or is she okay?
She's okay. Like she's not one blow away from like dying or anything, but I mean she's a lot of blood around those ankles.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up, and while I'm like picking her up, use lay of hands.
Cool.
And I guess I don't know how this works because I pick how much I heal her for, but
Eric's more of a paladin aficionado than I am.
Lay on hands. You should have.
Steven Stevenson was not a paladin. Let's be honest.
He existed, but he wasn't a paladin.
Yeah, he no. We're not going to give him that title. No, absolutely not.
You have a specific amount, and you can give as much of that amount as you want of healing.
Yeah, but I don't know how much like
to give.
I'll just do 10, I guess.
That's a very good number.
How much you have? It's like level
I
plus
have 20.
something. Okay.
It's
No,
5
10
times your level.
10 is great,
and she is like very thankful, and gives you that same smile that she's only smiled at you in that way, right? Like a little smirk again.
How many rounds has it been, by the way? Is this fifth, fourth?
Something like that.
It's either 4 or 5, yeah.
Okay, because this spell only. Oh, that's for a minute.
wasn't
Never mind. It's
keeping
10. That's
track.
10 rounds. Never mind.
Yeah, you're well within.
I
10,
keep thinking it's fucking 5 for some reason. Yeah. It's 10.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. No, you're not even close to 10 yet. So.
And so I pick her up, and then I'm gonna like just move over by the wolf.
Yeah. Cool.
And I don't have time for flirty glances while we're.
I love it. So if that's your turn, then it puts Marcus up.
All right, Marcus kind of heard the whistle, saw the wolves, seemed like they stepped down or stood down a little bit, and then had, they look pretty rough. So I think Marcus sees that Tyrion's got it and starts flying 10, 20, 30 over. Basically, I'm over the wolf. I just don't want to cover him up.
Yep.
And as I'm flying that way, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
The big big bolt of radiant goodness comes out, and that is a
I love radiant.
17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right. That's 46 radiant.
4d6.
Yes.
Not
4d6.
46.
But 4d6, you're guaranteed to kill him. How do you want to do this?
All right. So that's 13 plus 4. So I think, let me read. So as I'm flying with my corporeal wings and my glowing white eyes, you see me point at him, and there's a basically like a lightning bolt that comes down, like radiating energy that basically just strikes through his wolf head and comes out under his chin, and he just collapses.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Yeah, he's done.
Anything else for you, Marcus?
I just yell to the puppy number 4, get out of here.
Yeah, and like the guts doesn't quite get up to you, but it's just like, obliterated. There's like ash of fur all around. I mean, it's a gruesome
sorry.
scene.
I was targeting the werewolf guy.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. No, I was flying towards 4, but I was.
My bad. Okay.
I know.
okay.
I thought the exact same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your...
It was total was 17 radiant.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, man.
You're fine. Still good. I mean, that's still great.
Same thing. Just doesn't explode his face. Maybe.
And he's no, you're fine. So he's not in wolf form. Yeah, he is. No, he wasn't, right?
You said he turned. Oh, never mind. You said he turned back, but then he couldn't go towards him, so then he stopped and talked. I don't know.
Yeah, so I kept him in human form.
Okay.
To which then Eric lit him on fire. So I'm going to say that in order to protect himself during said situation, he morphed back into the wolf. So he's back in wolf form. That's how we'll play that. And he yelps out with just the guttural.
And that's that. So then we go to 5, who's got a bit of vitality left, and he's going to, frustrated by the flirtiness. No, I'm just kidding. Frustrated by Tyrion coming over, he's going to try to take a bite of you. Hits 23. 2 1s, so 5 damage.
Wow.
Hey, that's great news.
Yeah. Strength check though for me.
Uh-oh. 6?
Yeah, you fall prone as he bites your feet and rips up again. So you actually fall prone.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
There's like snarling in your face and just like drooling and this big fucking incisors that missed you, but he got you enough to make you fall over and just take a little bit of pain there. And so then that's gonna bring us to Van Lichtenstein.
How is our werewolf buddy looking?
Yeah, you can see like beyond the crimson stripes, there's like crimson kind of in other spots you didn't see before.
Right. Okay. Same
We're
thing.
starting to show some wear.
Just
on the
gonna
wolf.
get as much value from this dragon's breath as I possibly can.
Yeah, man.
So,
Why not? Can't move towards you. Can't.
That thing's done a ton of damage.
again, you're gonna see the wound in his neck flare up a little bit. A little better. 13 fire damage.
Okay, cool. Let's get a save in for him. Pass.
So 7. 6.
6.
Yeah,
6.
cool. Okay. Same deal. He yells through it, and this yell's a little bit more of a yelp than a yell. And he just, like, when the smoke kind of comes out, he's got singed fur on him, and he's just kind of like out of breath. I've made a grave error today, but we've finished our battles.
I should have killed you when I had you held.
And he closes his eyes and attempts to end this fear.
16.
I think that does it. Yeah.
I think that does it.
I believe Larry was a 15, right?
Did I
What?
lose him? He rolled a 16 wisdom.
Oh, yeah, it does it.
Okay.
He's no longer feared.
So like I said, he closed his eyes and then he smiles and he opens them and he looks up at you, Van Lichtenstein, and says, "I'll put my paws where my mouth is." And he runs towards you and swings twice with his claws.
Okay.
So let's do that. Whiff, not at disadvantage, but still whiff.
Wow.
And then he's just gonna like fucking scream and try to bite you. Oh yeah, natural 17, and that's got like a +5, so that should hit.
Okay. Do I want to wait? 17 plus 5, you said?
Yeah, 22 to hit.
Silvery Bobs.
All right. Miss. Wow. Whiffs, buddy.
That spell is so fucking OP.
Yeah.
It's
getting-
insane.
Because getting bit by a werewolf is not good.
No. Generally speaking, not a good
Let me
thing.
just
Yeah.
tell you,
Although, you know, from my knowledge of watching that Hugh Jackman movie,
Yeah.
something or other. That's how you kill the vampire.
Yeah, true. Well,
If there's anything I learned from the runoff in Georgia, it's that werewolves are way cooler than vampires.
so at that, Irina actually stands up and says, "It's time to end this."
And she like Obi-Wan's her sword, you know, like a lightsaber, and just attempts to cut the number 5's head off.
Dude.
Oh, advantage to Marcus.
Hey.
Cool. That is going to hit. So let's roll my d10. She doesn't quite get it all the way in. I mean, she tries to lob this thing's head off, and Tyrion, you're actually impressed by her form. You're like, oh, this girl's not just a princess. But it's like that scene in Game of Thrones when Theon tries to behead that one of those guys, like he doesn't quite get it all the way through. And the wolf is standing, but not in good shape. And then she kind of like yanks the long sword out and spits at it. So number 5's just kind of hanging on for dear life. And then that'll bring us to the top of the order. So that'll put Tyrion back up.
So I just hear this thing yell, "Finish him," and I'm going to attack the wolf.
Yeah. Cool.
21.
Hits. You're going to roll a dice. So how do you want to do this?
Like, I just kind of poke it. Like, I don't care. This thing's annoying me. And he just like stabs it with his great sword.
Yeah, we'll say like kind of
And,
like right between the eyes, right? Just in and out.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
And then I'm going to, these are 10-foot squares, you said?
yes, sir.
We'll say that's 10, 20, 30. And then I'll use my last thing of the Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport again. Oh, did I lose count there?
How far
Back.
can you teleport?
90 feet, I think.
Holy fuck,
God
that's
damn, dude.
insane.
Let me double check that. I don't remember if that's right. I have too many features.
My character's too good. I can't even keep track of the goodness.
It's
God, it is.
30 feet. Where did I end? It's like I ended
Not
here.
that far. Yeah.
So maybe I can get to this side of him.
Yeah.
No, it's 10-foot squares, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So I walked.
you got here.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
you
then-
walked that far and then
Right.
and then I
okay,
teleported.
So he's
Yeah.
basically you get 60. That's insane. Can you do that twice, like a long rest, or just any
Twice-
turn? or-
Twice per long rest.
Okay, so that's number 2. Yeah, that's wild and sick and awesome.
That's
So
not
you-
really a good placement, though.
to the yeah. To the surprise of the
I was
werewolf.
gonna say
Just appear.
someone's been breathing fire the whole time.
You've been very good at aiming, so
Okay.
Directly
I
in
aim-
front is not.
I aimed
Noted.
through Tyrion.
you can move. It's not like you're
god.
sitting down.
That's fucking great. That puts if you have anything else to do or nothing else to do, it puts Marcus up.
All right. Still ignoring Puppy 4 because he's owied enough. I think.
I don't even think he went last turn. He's just like chilling.
I'll just kind of swing around, flying, maybe hovering over this building thing. And since I have advantage, I'll go ahead and give a good old guiding bolt. Same thing as last time.
Cool, man.
So that is. Oh no. 15.
Oh.
To hit?
Okay. I had rolled an 8, but I have +7, so.
Yeah, it hits actually.
All right, so that is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more radiant damage.
Damn. Okay. So a few things happen. He gets obliterated by this bolt to the
Nice.
point that it actually knocks him down to one knee. And you're seeing now that his coat is filled with blood. And his guttural, deep voice that's been screaming and yelling is now just a very soft. And that's going to bring us to Van Lichtenstein's turn, unless you have anything else to do.
I'm good.
Okay. Yep.
So I can tell this guy's like basically on his last leg, right?
Oh, yeah. He's on his knees. The coat is red. You'd be hard pressed to find white on it, and his breathing sounds labored. Like that guiding bolt took it out of him. Like I said, he's not used to. This guy could take down 8 guys in a bar fight, but you're slinging magic at him, and he can't take it, right?
Okay.
So
So I think Licht seeing this is gonna just slowly walk kind of up to him, grab him by like the scruff of his hair and pull his head up and get down on his level and just say, it's like I said, but I come from we put down wild dogs. And just like breathe straight into his fucking face.
Oh yeah. No anything required. You are able to char him up, cook him like a fucking kebab.
Nice.
And end the threat. So he catches fire. The fur is burning. And as that is happening, you see his form start to shrink back down into a human form, where he's got burns and sores all over his skin. Sick. And I'm gonna say this: the magic of the curse is giving him just a hot second, right? So the fur rolls off. He's got all these burns over, and he actually goes prone, and he's looking up at you. You can tell he's just got seconds left, and I didn't think there were champions who could defeat him. I was wrong. And then the lights go out of his eyes.
I think right before that happens, he's gonna get down low to him and says, "Who said we're here to defeat him?"
He his eyes open up as much as they can, like he wants to go wide-eyed, but he just dies.
Yeah, baby.
That he heard that was like, oh fuck, and then just black.
Some of us might be.
Love this. I love it.
Can I roll an insight check to see if Van Licht was just bullshitting this guy, or if no, he's actually just gonna.
I don't. Could you hear that?
I'm right next to you.
I was whispering.
Well, I just heard
No,
you
that's
whisper
fine.
that from
That's fine.
1,000 miles away. So
You guys can roll against each other. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna willingly make Eric give up.
Absolutely.
If you want to, but yeah, you can roll against each other.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
12.
Silvery barbs.
Oh, you definitely beat me. You get the impression that he meant what he said, but it was more so just for show. There's a hint of truth to it, but it's more so just for the intimidation factor as someone's losing their life.
Okay.
So not full, not fully invested in what he said. It's more so hint of truth, but also fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get the impression that this is an evil being walking among you, but you're like, damn.
Damn.
Well, because the Raven Queen's whole thing is destroying intelligent undead. Not her whole thing, but that's one of her things. So, at this point, I've basically sworn an oath to
Right.
kill the Strahd character at some point.
Yeah, you
Right,
and
so
Marcus basically talked to the Raven Queen, with Raven Queen and
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah,
Draven Queen.
the
Draven
Draven
Queen.
Draven
I
Queen.
had too much root beer. Sick guys.
Is there still number 4? Can
He's
just coup de grace?
alive.
I told him
He's-
to run away.
He's
Can I go?
just chilling.
Just coup de grace and just now it's dead.
Lop his
Wait,
head
Hold
off.
on, whoa. You were saying not 40 minutes ago, I'm not gonna attack the puppies, they're too cute.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about
Yeah.
coup de grace them?
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's a dire wolf. It's big and scary. And it bit me and my new girlfriend.
Hey, I healed
Yes.
it too. What's going on? This is
Oh my god. Yes, you can go.
I mean, you do whatever you want, yeah.
I'm gonna yell at it to run away, but
Oh.
if it
Run
does,
away, little pups.
I don't want it to somehow communicate that we're doing this to his buddies or something.
No. He's.
don't try and justify.
You get the idea. This was the pack that he brought with him.
Yeah, but there's other Crimson, whatever the hell their names are.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there are.
So, yeah.
Yes, there
Yeah.
are. That can be sort of how you guys, if you want to try to disguise what happened here or just get the fuck out, that can be, next time we'll make a note of that. But that's fair. This though is a dire wolf of the pack. It's not like a secret werewolf or anything.
Right.
So Arena is gonna just come over and basically say thank you guys. I owe you more than you know, but I must away. I must check on my father in the village of Barovia, and would be more than delighted if you joined me. And
Yeah.
we could set off shortly.
It would be our honor to escort you.
Yeah, she just gives you that
Right.
look.
And then I slapped Mike Marcus on the head to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still hovering.
Right.
I'm still hovering.
Are my wings impressive? Anyway,
No one's looked up in like 10 minutes. We kind of forgot you're there.
yeah,
He's still up there.
yeah. Those lightning bolts are from me.
Oh, I thought it was Jesus
Yeah.
or
Um,
Zeus.
I know we're past our time, so yeah, we can definitely
let's
go and do this later. But definitely want to loot the body, of course, and check the house he was in. Maybe if we can do that quick, or like next time. But
We could do it one of two ways. We could do it very quick right now, or we could save it as like the opening of the next one. I'm
I think
totally.
we should save it.
You want
Up
to save
to you
it?
guys.
Okay.
Next time?
Yeah,
Okay.
or that's my vote. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's do next time.
Cool.
It's not like it's gonna go anywhere, so
Right.
I mean, we'll probably forget about it, but
Yeah. Joe won't forget.
I'll type up some notes because I have some threads that I wanted to plant before we get to the next place. So
cool.
you
I
guys
have
wanna-
like
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Oh no, I just have some stuff that like
Frederick would have said. So it'll be kind of fun to plan how you guys maybe find that out now.
Or don't.
Or don't, exactly. Leave some breadcrumbs as opposed to what he wanted to tell you. So that'll be fun. So we'll do that next episode.
Bye, YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Until next time. Yeah.
Strahd.